In the heart of Pennsylvania, where winter stretches long and icy, the Amish live comfortably in cozy homes without a single electric heater. It may seem like magic to those of us reliant on thermostats and electric blankets. So, how do they keep warm? Number 1. Livestock-powered heat. The Amish use a unique, resourceful approach to heating their homes by converting animal manure into biogas, specifically methane. Manure, when collected and processed properly, undergoes anaerobic digestion, a process where bacteria break down organic material in the absence of oxygen. This process produces biogas, mainly methane, which has a high energy content and burns efficiently to produce heat. A typical anaerobic digester, tailored to livestock waste, allows Amish communities to capture this methane safely and consistently, which can then be used as a sustainable heating source. Managing a methane-producing digester requires careful balancing of temperature, pH levels, and manure consistency. The manure used should be mixed into a slurry of around 2 to 10% solids to maintain an optimal environment for bacteria to produce biogas. Efficient handling and continuous feeding of manure ensure that the digester runs smoothly, avoiding interruptions in gas production. With a properly maintained system, the methane generated has an energy potential equivalent to that of propane, though it cannot be stored as efficiently due to methane's inability to liquefy under standard pressures. While traditionally used in larger operations, Amish families with sufficient livestock and land can benefit from smaller-scale digesters, which are becoming more viable through advancements in biogas technology. Even though this technology has higher upfront costs, the long-term energy savings and self-sufficiency it provides align well with the Amish commitment to minimal reliance on external resources and sustainable living. Number 2. Passive solar heating, harnessing the sun. Amish passive solar heating relies on well-planned architectural principles that capture and distribute sunlight effectively, providing significant warmth without conventional energy sources. This method begins with the strategic placement and orientation of windows and the use of materials with high thermal mass, like brick, stone, or concrete, that absorb heat during the day and release it slowly as temperatures drop at night. Specifically, south-facing windows allow low-angle winter sunlight to penetrate deeply into the home, which not only warms the space, but also reduces the need for external heating sources by up to 50% in some cases. The windows are positioned to maximize solar gain, ideally facing within 30 degrees of true south, and are left unshaded during peak sunlight hours, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., to ensure optimal heat capture. The concept of thermal mass is crucial in passive solar design. Materials like concrete or tile act as thermal batteries, storing the sun's energy and gradually releasing it as temperatures cool, maintaining consistent warmth. This thermal effect reduces the fluctuation of indoor temperatures, allowing for a stable environment even when outdoor conditions are harsh. The efficiency of these systems can be further optimized with selective coatings on windows to trap more heat while reducing potential nighttime heat loss. Another unique feature is the use of precisely measured roof overhangs, which act as natural regulators by blocking high-angle summer sunlight while allowing the low-angle winter sun to pass through. This technique is not only effective, but integrates seamlessly with the home's design, enhancing both functionality and aesthetic appeal. Landscaping choices also play a role. Deciduous trees, for example, provide shade in summer, but allow sunlight through in winter, balancing seasonal needs. The Amish use this type of passive solar heating to align with their values of self-sufficiency and environmental stewardship, reducing their carbon footprint while staying warm. This well-coordinated design makes it possible to capture the maximum solar benefit while minimizing energy use. showcasing how simple, natural methods can be powerfully effective. Number 3. Traditional insulation with straw and wool. The Amish use straw, wool, and sawdust as effective traditional insulation materials that provide a sustainable and efficient way to retain warmth in their homes. Straw bales, often locally sourced, are not only affordable, but also deliver considerable insulation value, reaching an R value of up to 2.4 per inch when densely packed. This R value, comparable to some conventional materials, makes straw bales ideal for walls, ceilings, and floors. Properly treated, straw bales have remarkable durability, resisting decomposition and remaining effective for decades if protected from moisture. This insulation approach reduces heating needs, aligns with Amish sustainability practices, and minimizes dependency on fossil fuels. Sheep's wool, another traditional material, is valued for its natural insulation and moisture-regulating properties. Wool can absorb and release moisture without losing insulation capacity, making it especially suitable for cold climates with humidity. It also has an R value around 3.5 per inch, which competes with modern materials like fiberglass. Wool's hygroscopic quality allows it to prevent dampness in the walls, reducing the chance of mold or rot. Additionally, wool's natural fibers expand and contract to fill spaces effectively, further boosting insulation value. Sawdust, often used as loose-fill insulation between walls or in floors, adds a dense thermal layer that traps heat effectively. Sawdust insulation is most efficient when mixed with lime to deter pests and mold. This combination is not only eco-friendly, but also provides significant cost savings as sawdust is a byproduct of wood processing. However, maintaining dryness is crucial, as these natural materials can degrade if exposed to excessive moisture. For this reason, Amish builders incorporate vapor barriers and overhangs to protect these insulation layers from rain and interior moisture, preserving their thermal efficiency. This traditional insulation strategy reflects a commitment to environmental harmony, maximizing natural resources while achieving reliable, long-lasting home warmth. Number 4. Wood-fired heating systems. Amish wood-fired heating systems rely on multifunctional stoves designed to provide consistent warmth and also serve as a cooking surface. Traditional Amish stoves, like the Hiko and Pioneer Princess models, allow users to perform multiple tasks, including cooking, baking, and even heating water with an added reservoir. These stoves are highly efficient, capable of maintaining a fire for up to 16 hours on a single load of wood, minimizing the need for frequent refueling. The large firebox in these models allows for prolonged burning and steady heating, ensuring a warm home throughout winter nights. The Amish prioritize quality materials and construction in their stoves, with durable cast iron and heavy steel bodies that retain and radiate heat effectively. These robust materials not only enhance the stove's longevity, but also optimize its heat output, allowing it to warm larger areas without excessive wood consumption. Many Amish stoves are built with adjustable air vents, which control the draft and regulate the fire's intensity, allowing for optimal heat production while keeping emissions low. This feature is particularly useful for communities that emphasize sustainability, as it ensures the wood is burned efficiently with minimal smoke. In addition to heating, these stoves serve a central role in food preparation. Amish families use the stovetops for boiling, frying, and simmering, and the built-in oven allows for baking bread, pies, and casseroles, adding a unique wood-fired flavor to meals. The porcelain-lined oven interiors distribute heat evenly, which is crucial for baking. This versatility is key to Amish households, where stoves support daily routines and embody the community's value of resourcefulness, making each piece of fuel go as far as possible. Number 5. Community woodlots, sharing the load. The Amish tradition of community woodlots is a powerful example of cooperative sustainability and shared labor, ensuring each family has sufficient heating fuel for the winter months. Instead of individual households sourcing and managing wood independently, families come together to maintain and harvest a communal wood supply. This collective resource management embodies the Amish values of mutual support and environmental stewardship. Community wood lots allow for shared labor in activities like cutting, stacking, and distributing wood, which lightens the workload, prevents resource depletion, and reduces individual costs. During wood gathering events, Amish families and neighbors convene to chop and haul wood together, creating a supportive environment where teamwork is celebrated. This tradition not only ensures that no one family bears the burden alone, but also strengthens social bonds within the community. The gatherings often serve as social events, fostering camaraderie and reinforcing community ties. Since each Amish household may require 5 to 10 cords of wood per winter, this shared approach is both practical and efficient, minimizing over-harvesting risks while maintaining an ample fuel supply for all households. The wood lots themselves are managed sustainably. Amish communities adhere to practices that prevent deforestation, like selective harvesting and allowing sections of the lot to regenerate before being cut again. This careful stewardship aligns with their philosophy of using resources responsibly, ensuring that the woodlots remain viable for future generations. The shared woodlot also eliminates the need for external energy resources, supporting the Amish goal of self-sufficiency and reducing dependence on outside fuel suppliers. Number 6. Greenhouses as winter sanctuaries. Amish greenhouses are essential not just for winter gardening, but also as ingenious systems for passive heating. Strategically placed to maximize sunlight, these greenhouses maintain stable temperatures and enable year-round vegetable production. During winter, they act as thermal batteries by absorbing solar heat through materials with high thermal mass, such as barrels filled with water or concrete blocks. Positioned along the greenhouse's walls, these materials collect warmth during the day, then release it slowly as temperatures drop at night, keeping the internal temperature of the greenhouse significantly higher than the outside air. This allows Amish families to grow cold-resistant vegetables and herbs like kale, spinach, and parsley, which thrive even in cooler conditions. Additionally, many Amish greenhouses are built with double-walled glass or polycarbonate sheets, enhancing insulation while still allowing sunlight penetration. This design maintains warmth by reducing heat loss and increases the greenhouse's efficiency as a winter sanctuary for plants. Another technique often used is the installation of insulating materials like straw bales around the base of the greenhouse, creating a thermal barrier that prevents cold ground temperatures from seeping inside. In some cases, Amish families integrate compost bins into their greenhouses. As compost decomposes, it naturally generates heat, further elevating the greenhouse temperature. By carefully managing ventilation and humidity, the Amish prevent condensation and ensure air circulation, which keeps plants healthy during the winter months. This low-tech, eco-friendly approach to greenhouse heating exemplifies the Amish commitment to self-sufficiency and minimizes reliance on external fuel sources. Number 7. Airflow and natural drafts. The Amish use natural airflow techniques to distribute heat effectively in their homes without electric systems. By understanding the movement of warm and cool air, they've developed passive systems that make the most of heat generated from wood stoves and fireplaces. Typically, Amish homes are structured with strategically placed floor vents, which allow warm air to rise from heating sources on the first floor or basement and flow into upper rooms. This setup leverages the natural principle that warm air rises, providing an even temperature distribution without the need for forced air or electric fans. Airflow is also managed through the careful placement of small vents between rooms. These small openings facilitate cross-ventilation, preventing heat from accumulating in one area and ensuring that all spaces receive consistent warmth. Some Amish homes incorporate attic vents that allow excess heat to rise and escape while keeping lower areas warmer, especially useful during times of fluctuating temperatures in early winter or spring. To further support this airflow system, many Amish homes feature open floor plans that reduce barriers to heat circulation. The open layout enhances the flow of warm air across larger spaces and minimizes the need for separate heating sources in each room. Since Amish homes are often constructed with thick, high-insulation walls, they are better able to retain warmth over time, which, combined with natural drafts, keeps rooms warm with minimal heat loss. These natural airflow methods exemplify the Amish commitment to efficiency and environmental consciousness, reducing the need for external energy sources while maximizing the utility of the heat they generate from renewable resources. Number 8. Custom DIY heating innovations. The Amish utilize custom DIY heating innovations that reflect their commitment to sustainable, efficient solutions. Rocket mass heaters are particularly valued for their high efficiency and low fuel usage. These heaters work by burning small amounts of wood at a high temperature in an insulated combustion chamber, achieving near complete combustion. The heat is then transferred to surrounding materials, often made of cob or other dense masses, which retain warmth and radiate it long after the fire has burned out. This system makes rocket mass heaters an excellent option for prolonged heating, especially given that they emit very little smoke, making them eco-friendly and practical even in cold climates. Some Amish families also build portable, smaller rocket stoves for quick heating and cooking. These stoves burn wood fuel so completely that they produce minimal ash, making them low maintenance. Many designs are crafted from recycled materials, such as metal barrels, providing an affordable heating solution that meets the community's environmental principles. Although these stoves require careful handling, the Amish often experiment with designs to maximize airflow and combustion efficiency, ensuring warmth with minimal resources. Heating pads are another homemade solution. Filled with grains like rice or beans, these pads can be warmed on a stove and used to retain heat. Some pads even include herbs like lavender for a pleasant aroma. In colder months, the Amish use these pads to warm beds, and since they don't require additional fuel, they offer a sustainable option for supplemental warmth. These innovative heating methods highlight the Amish approach to practical living, focusing on resourcefulness, sustainability, and using readily available materials to stay warm without reliance on electricity. Number 9. Cultural values of self-sufficiency and unity. The Amish cultural approach to heating goes beyond function, embodying their values of self-sufficiency, community cooperation, and respect for natural resources. At the core is the principle of Gelassenheit, which emphasizes humility, submission to community needs, and living in harmony with nature, rather than relying on external conveniences. This belief shapes their heating practices, as Amish families come together to source and prepare fuel, participate in communal wood chopping events, and collectively ensure everyone has adequate resources for winter. This sense of unity reinforces bonds and underscores the idea that individual needs are subordinate to the welfare of the community as a whole. Self-sufficiency is another key value, promoting reliance on personal resources rather than external systems. Amish families employ sustainable heating methods, such as wood stoves and DIY innovations, rather than modern technology, to minimize dependence on the external world. This self-reliance is evident in their careful planning and preparation for winter, From managing shared woodlots to crafting homemade insulation and heating pads that reflect resourcefulness and creativity. The practice of communal resource sharing, especially in labor-intensive tasks like wood gathering, ensures each family can sustain itself without compromising community welfare. Through this lifestyle, the Amish demonstrate resilience and resourcefulness, qualities that are deeply respected within their culture. The community-focused approach not only meets practical needs, but also strengthens social ties, allowing the Amish to preserve traditions, maintain independence, and practice a lifestyle that honors both the land and the people who depend on it. The Amish approach to endless heat without electricity may seem surprising, but their sustainable practices offer valuable lessons. By using every resource wisely and fostering community cooperation, they demonstrate that a simple, intentional lifestyle can meet even the toughest challenges. So, while we might be huddling next to heaters, the Amish embrace the winter chill, finding warmth in nature, ingenuity, and each other.